Hello, I'm Richard from the Veg Grower Podcast, and this video I'm going to walk around a vegetable patch at Western Gardens as part of the Chilli Fiesta, and I'm joined by my friend, who you may recognise, Richard Fobes from the Bald Explorer. How you doing, Richard?
Yeah, not too bad. Very excited, actually.
Good. We've done a couple of videos for your YouTube channel.
You have.
So
you've been very knowledgeable, and I've been very ignorant as ever.
We'll get those up when they're online. Please check them out. Let's go have a look around the vegetable patch, shall we? So we'll head up through this little arch. When I say little, it's quite large, isn't it?
So just to remind me, how many walled gardens are there here at Westdean?
There's 3 walled gardens, as far as I know anyway.
And each have a different purpose?
Each have a different purpose. But this is my favourite one by far, the vegetable patch.
It is pretty stunning. You've got a whole array of different vegetables, clearly. But this is a teaching college, isn't it?
Teaching college, yes.
And so this isn't really them just growing them for the sake of them?
No, they grow to teach. They also use the vegetables to sell in a cafe as part of the food, where they can.
Yeah, which makes sense if you're going to grow stuff and then you no longer need it.
I'd like to see more cafes doing that sort of thing, to be honest. That's the type of cafe I would go and eat at.
I can't help noticing on the left, as you're bringing the camera around, you've got these ceramic, they look like bells.
Terracotta pots. There will be something underneath them, I'm not quite sure. And there might be slug bells to try and catch the slugs, to stop them from eating their produce.
I'll tell you what I've just noticed, I don't know if you can get the camera on here, there is a Georgian foot scraper.
Yes,
or
boot scraper.
Which you would have scraped your boot, presumably when you come out of the veg patch.
Keep your boots clean,
yeah.
And save you going into the shop. Now, these look like some sort of brassica, could be kale or cabbage or kohlrabi, I reckon. Here we've got some sweet corn, which actually looks pretty similar to my own sweet corn, so I'm quite happy to see that.
Oh, there we are. When is sweet corn usually harvest?
I'm about to harvest mine tomorrow.
Oh, right.
So around now.
Yeah, we're filming in early August.
Yes, August the 11th.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do they look about the right time?
They look ready. The stringy bits on the end have gone brown.
Is that what you're looking for?
That's what you're looking for, and then you'll pick it open and see if there's white coming out. There's corn itself, and white liquid.
Oh, I see. And that tells you they're ripe.
That tells you they're ripe.
And is this the seed on the top?
That's part of the flower.
Oh, right.
Basically, the reason we grow sweet corn in a box like this is because it's wind pollinated, so it requires wind to blow that off and pollen it down to the other part, the female parts of the flower, to make sweet corn.
Oh, I see. Very clever.
Yes. Yeah. Nature's wonderful like that, isn't it? Now, this is one of my favourite arches.
Wow. An arch of pears.
Arch of pears.
Never seen an arch of pears. In fact, you could say, because there's arches beyond, they're a pair of arches.
Pair of arches. Very clever.
But look at the size of these. Are they just standard cabbages, or are they giant somethings?
I would say they're probably standard cabbages. We'll have a look at the variety. You'll see cabbages do grow quite big anyway.
Do they?
Yeah. There's several.
You never see that in a supermarket.
There's at least 4 varieties that I can see anyway amongst that.
Right. You and your trained eye.
Yeah. Behind us, asparagus.
With this?
Yes.
That's asparagus?
That's asparagus.
Allowed to carry on and grow?
Yeah, it's gone past harvesting time.
Wow.
This time of year.
That is amazing.
And the
strawberries?
Strawberries, yep.
I did read it, but I did recognise them, and I'm curious as to what. This is still asparagus.
It's still asparagus.
So what are these funny?
They are asparagus seeds. So it's it's just gone to seed. That's not a.
So you could plant those and get more asparagus.
You can, yeah. Yeah, it takes a while to grow like that.
Oh, okay. So that looks like artichoke on a mega size.
I was actually going to say it's quite small for artichoke.
Oh, is it?
My ones are well above my head, down my allotment.
I meant the size of the bulb.
Oh, the bulbs, yeah, the bulbs are quite large.
Not so much the height of the actual plant.
Yeah.
Is that because they've gone past and they've allowed to flower?
They're allowed to flower. They're a member of the thistle family, we've said before.
Right.
So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Globe artichoke.
Globe artichoke. So at this stage they're not edible?
No, they've gone to flower.
Right.
Well, yeah, coming back to those cabbages, I was right, there's 4 different varieties. We've got Neptune, I can't quite read those. Medwin's
Something.
Selection.
You've got cabbage Dedor
Didor, yeah.
or Dedor or something like that.
Tourmaline and Red Jewel. Oh, well. And then a couple of lettuces, which they've probably harvested the rest
Right.
of. And then we've got some Brussels sprouts.
Oh, these are
Brussels sprouts,
Brussels.
yeah. And then we've got some pears creating like a fence. Now I did just spot back here some squashes.
Oh.
And in fact there's some in here.
So very similar to the cucumber that we saw in
Yes.
terms of this spread of the leaves, but certainly not the fruit.
Is
Turk's turban.
Turk's turban, so that's a type of pumpkin.
Oh right. Wow. Very colourful.
Yeah, they're probably more edible as opposed to cutting faces out of.
Right. We don't.
It's an unusual.
We don't eat many pumpkins in this country, do we?
Not really.
We celebrate Halloween, and then we don't actually. You know, we might make pumpkin soup, pumpkin pie, or something like that, but we tend not to. I don't know quite why. It doesn't seem to sell in the supermarkets.
I know, I can't understand it myself because
You get the occasional squash,
yes,
but that's about it.
but one pumpkin you can make plenty of meals out of.
Now these are brambles, aren't they? But they're blackberries.
Blackberries. There might be some Loganberries and Tayberries thrown in there as well somewhere.
Presumably these are easy to grow. You just leave your garden and brambles seem
They'll
to
come along. Yes.
May not be what you wanted though, that's the thing.
No. But it's good to see them in a garden like this,
Yes.
and they're actually growing and
And
using.
trained on posts and wire.
Yeah.
And some here, is this raspberries that have gone?
They're tumbleberries.
Oh,
So it's a cross. And that's a Loganberry.
Oh right, tumbleberries.
It's good that they put labels and everything, isn't
Yeah,
it?
well, gosh, if they didn't, it would be very, well I would, you know, the
Yeah.
great unwashed like myself wouldn't know. So these are raspberries,
They're raspberries, yeah.
I recognise those. Have they come, raspberries come to the end of the season here in August?
We've got summer then autumn varieties,
Oh right, because
although they are early this year.
the supermarket seems to have run out of them.
Yeah.
Now, that looks like rhubarb, but I'm feeling it's not rhubarb.
No, it's chard.
Oh, is it chard?
Chard. Yeah, it's a leafy green.
It's certainly chard with a lot of colour.
Yeah, I like growing them for the colour as well. Well, perpetual spinach it's also known as.
What's interesting is they've grown all of these in regimented lines. In one singular line is one variety.
Yes.
In your allotment, you're growing them more in squares.
Yes,
Because of
yeah.
how you've divided the
Yeah.
space.
Yeah,
It doesn't make any difference, do you think?
I don't know. I think the Victorians definitely liked regimented gardens, but I'm more of a throw it in and see type guy.
Good idea. Less hassle.
Now, this building here, this backs onto some of the old greenhouses.
Yeah.
Now, this was probably where the understudy, the garden trainer help, would have slept and kept
Slept?
slept.
Oh, right. Oh,
And would
okay.
have had a fire going somewhere.
So there'd be a chimney here.
There would
See,
be.
there's a chimney.
Yeah. They would have had a fire going to keep the water warm, to keep the greenhouses warm.
Oh right, yeah. And because we're at the Chilli Fiesta, they have put a lovely display showing you all the different varieties of chilies here. And if you've got a very, very good memory, you might be able to.
Remember every single one.
Yeah.
And there's probably not even every single variety here.
But they grow a lot of chilies here. We've walked round some of the chili glass houses
Yes.
with an enormous variety, and presumably these are them that they grow here because they've got them. These are genuine chilies. Presumably this is just for this weekend
Yes.
display.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been here when they've had apple affair on, and it's apples here.
But yeah, what you really needed was a little basket. You could have gone and got a little bit of everything, and that would have made your chili con carne very confusing. Probably aren't allowed to actually do that. I love these pots. I think
The
they
terracotta pots, I do.
They look great, and presumably, as you say, they are in there to collect. There's a snail.
Yeah.
There's a whole load of wood lice, but I can't see anything else.
Actually, if you look down the end there,
Yeah.
you'll see there's rhubarb growing through one.
Oh.
And that's what they were originally intended for, to
Train.
force rhubarb, so you get that early and a very pink, sweet variety of rhubarb.
Oh, I see. And it's great because it forces them up through for the light.
Yeah, well, you know, they were grown in dark,
Oh, I see.
and that was how rhubarb became palatable, because before then it wasn't really liked.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. They look like little chimneys, don't they?
Yes.
Little chimneys.
Yes. Well, I think we're about done.
Well,
So,
I've enjoyed that, Richard. It's been fascinating to see what the students at West Dean are growing, and also the different stages of all the different vegetables.
yes.
I would like to see your vegetable patch grow to such grandeur.
Yes, it would be nice. I would love to grow my vegetable patch like this, but I think you would need a full-time job
I was going to
just
say,
doing this.
you've got a fairly large patch, but this is huge, and you'd never find the time. Just imagine just watering it by hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd never do it.
No, weeding a lot as well. All
Yeah,
the weeds.
yeah,
But no, I do like this garden though. It's probably one of my favourite.
yeah.
But thank you very much for this, Richard.
No, thank you for taking me. It's been enjoyable.
So we'll shut off now, and I will see you all again on the next one.